Fambule pulled it off in the 100 meters, man. He got a 100-meter championship under his belt for the African Championships.
Man, did you see how how he did it? I don't know. Like, he's just so comfortable doing it in such a weird way of trying to come back from the back. You know what I mean? He's working on it though. He always says he's working on. He's like, he's comfortable. He didn't say he's working. He said he's comfortable in his race pattern, and he likes how it unfolds from, I guess, what he works on in training. So he's not. He's like, if everybody be like, if he get his first 30 together, he's like, hey, look, I'm doing what I'm supposed to do, and he's winning. So um, I guess that's what it is. But it's just so scary. I mean, against a field like the Americans, he won't be able to do the same.
I, you're right. I mean, it'll definitely be a tall order for him to be able to run guys down. You remember what Dennis used to say, man. 9.8 don't run 9.7 down.
I don't.
You know what I mean?
They do
So,
not. They do
and
not.
so on and so on. So, I think in increments, if he starts working on his start, you know what I'm saying, within going into next season, he'll be more comfortable with it. And at the same time, you got to realize Bolt didn't have a great start. Carl Lewis didn't have a great start. They still went out there and got the job done. So sometimes it's not about saying, okay, well, I have an incomplete part or a weakness, a part of my race strategy. Embrace it. If that's who you are, you know what I'm saying? Embrace it to the point where you battling with it and then start working on it. That same thing with Noah did. Look at Noah. Noah wasn't the best starter, and now Noah is Noah Lyles. He
Yeah,
out there
man.
winning all the sprints.
Yeah, I think. I mean, he took a different approach though. In the last 2 years, he's probably ran the most 60s he's ever run in his entire life. You know what I mean? His last 2 years of 60-meter runs was definitely developing that start and getting him comfortable with that. He's he saw something. Him and his coach saw something that he needed to work on, even though he had great top end, and they worked on it. You know what I mean? They took 2 seasons to go to with that indoor 60, and he's not starting as behind anymore. He has them right on his hip. If he gets a good start and jumps out in front, it's going to definitely be a problem. But he's right at their hips, and when he accelerates, he moves really gracefully. So, him working on those 60s was definitely good for him.
I mean, yeah, I mean, theoretically, if you're able to get out with the field and you already are beating the field or catching the field at 70 meters with a bad start, if you get out with the field or in striking distance, that's less work for you to do between 60 and 70 meters going into the finish line. So it makes it easier for you. Bolt did it. The same thing Bolt did. You think he had the pressure thinking like, oh, I got to be the best starter in the world because I'm the best sprinter in the world. No, just fix a little bit. You only got to be able to fix a little bit, about 10% to get success from that. And that's what he's doing right now. And I think Noah's comfortable with it. You got to find comfort within your evolution. You can't just go out there thinking that you're going to force it to happen and you're uncomfortable now. You're fighting all those kind of things. You got to find comfort in your evolution. And then I think for him, going and running those 60s, it's almost like he has nothing to lose. Like I'm jumping in the 60s with the mind frame of I have nothing to lose, but I'm gonna run my ass off. I'm gonna see where we at, and we're gonna build from there. And that's where confidence came from. And now he can transfer that confidence over into 100 meters outdoors.